Resurrection. Today we thought we'd kind of talk about the resurrection of Jesus a little bit. Did any of y'all know about the resurrection of Jesus? Did anybody like to? What? Tell us. No. No? Is there anything that you know about the story about the resurrection of Jesus? Anybody know anything about a story about the resurrection of Jesus? Okay. Do you know what happened that day? Do you know what it sort of looked like? Okay. Well, we're going to take a look at the Gospel of Matthew. Each Gospel tells us a little bit different event about the resurrection story and how Jesus died on the cross and he was risen from the grave. But the story of Matthew kind of begins after Jesus died on the cross. We'll take a look at that because we're going to be talking about an event that happened, that occurred, that like no other event has ever happened in the world. And Matthew's going to tell us about what happened here. Let's take a look here. Matthew chapter 27, verses 62 to 66. That evening after Jesus had died on the cross, the chief priests said to the Pharisees, and the Pharisees went up to Pilate, and they said, "Sir, we remember that while he was still alive, that the deceiver, Jesus, said that after 3 days he'll rise again." And so the chief priests and the Pharisees continued, "Give the order for the tomb to be made secure until the third day. Otherwise the disciples may come and steal the body and tell the people that he'd been raised from the dead." Wow. You know, his disciples, they didn't even understand all those prophecies that Jesus had said. But isn't it interesting that the Pharisees and the Sadducees, they understood what was going on, and they were concerned that there might be a little deception and that the Pharisees might come and take that body out and make some kind of false claim that he was raised from the dead. I just think that's real interesting that they believed that. So Pilate told them, Pilate's the governor of the area, you all know Pontius Pilate, he said, take a guard, a Roman guard. And a Roman guard was about, 15 to 25 soldiers, okay? And he said, go make the tomb as secure as you know how. And so they went and made the tomb secure by putting this seal on the stone and posting a guard. Now, have you all seen this big rock? Have you ever seen them roll a big rock? You ever seen that picture? They're a little bigger than that rock, just a little bit. The rock that they would put in front of the tombs, well, those things were like, there's one right there. They're like 800 pounds. Okay, that's a lot of stone there. And they would put a seal. You know how those guys would do a seal? The king would put his emblem on that. Let's kind of show you what that would look like. Okay, here's an envelope. And I'm going to light this little piece of wax here. And we're going to put this wax, we're going to seal it right here on this envelope. Watch the wax as it drips down here. See how it's dripping there? Hope it doesn't burn the envelope. Yeah, it is burning the envelope. Oh, let's try it again.
And we have a hole in the carpet.
Yeah. Okay, there it is. See how the wax is dripping down there? Wow, I can see it. I didn't think. Oh, anyway, they take the seal and then they put that seal down there. See, you kind of see the seal. See that? See that? What is that? It looks like a cross, doesn't it? And so, see, the king would have a raven singing. It would say the king's, and they would seal that wax. And that's why they would seal that tomb. They'd put the wax on that tomb, and they would seal that rock. That way, they would know if that was ever broken, then they would know somebody been to that tomb. So they wanted the king's seal to make sure that tomb stayed sealed. Yeah.
Catched it on fire.
Yeah, I know. I caught it on fire. A little smoke in here, yeah. I know. Sorry about that. So anyway, think about this though. Think about all these folks. God was going to allow these soldiers then to be some of the first eyewitnesses to the resurrection. I mean, think about what we were talking about a little bit earlier with your mom and dad. Think about your mom and dad. What did they ever tell you? Have you ever heard the story about when you were first born from mom and dad? What did they say about you? Were they excited? What did they say?
They're excited.
Yeah, they were excited. It was such a neat thing. They were eyewitnesses to your birth. They had never seen anything born like that. Now imagine Neil Armstrong. You know who Neil Armstrong is? Anybody know who Neil Armstrong is? Who is he?
Space?
Space, yeah. Neil Armstrong is the first human being to ever walk on the moon. And he took the first steps. He was the first eyewitness to actually be on the moon. Wow. Can you imagine that? Have you ever been like the first eyewitness to ever see a butterfly come out of a cocoon? You ever seen that? Yeah? You seen that?
Yes.
Yeah, that's cool, isn't it? Yeah. How about, have you ever been an eyewitness to see the flowers as they're blooming in the spring? Have you ever seen that? Or how about the first time you ever attended your first hockey game that we're going to go through this week? Or your first play, right? And as some of you have done. Or your first production. You know, so what was that like? Was that neat?
Are we really going to the hockey game?
Yeah, we're going to go this Wednesday. You bet. It's going to be fun. So let's kind of, you know, when you see something new like that, it's exciting. It's clean. It's just like everything glows. And so let's take a look at what happens when all the people came to Jesus' tomb that Sunday morning after the Roman soldiers had posted a guard around the tomb. Let's see what Matthew has to say in Matthew 28, verse 1 through 4. After the Sabbath, at the dawn of the first day of the week, so it's very early in the morning, probably like about 6 o'clock, 5:30 in the morning, Mary Magdalene and the other Mary went to look at the tomb. And there was a violent earthquake, for the angel of the Lord had come down from heaven and going to the tomb, rolled back the stone and sat on it. Wow, imagine that. That angel rolled back that 800-pound stone and then sat on it. And the angel's appearance was like lightning, and his clothes were as white as snow. But let's look at what happened to the Roman soldiers, the guards, the Roman soldiers. Imagine, they were so afraid that they shook. They became like dead men. Have you ever been in a situation where you couldn't move? That you were so shocked, that you were so surprised, so awed by this situation that you just froze? You ever been surprised? You ever been frozen? Huh? Have you ever opened a present, and when you open the present, you find out it's exactly what you wanted? Wow, aren't you kind of shocked? Aren't you kind of stunned for a minute? Like, wow, that is so cool. Well, imagine these soldiers. You mean everything's going wrong, right? Everything's going normal, and maybe it's a little cool night, and a northern breeze is coming in, and then, bang! All of a sudden, the earth shakes, rocks begin to fall, and this majestic angel-like being comes down, and you got out of the sky, and the tomb door rolls open, this bright lighting shine comes and illuminates the opening. No wonder the soldiers were scared. No wonder they were petrified. No wonder they were all shocked. They were stunned. And what do you think happened after they saw this? Well, let's take a look at Mark chapter 16, verse 8. They were troubled. They were bewildered. And they went out and they fled from the tomb. They said nothing to anyone because they were afraid. Wow. At 800, there's that angel, see, sitting on that rock. Earthquakes and lightning, an angelic being. Man, this is really an amazing story. And then the soldiers, they were so scared, and their toes just curled up, and they just got out of it, they were petrified. But what were the soldiers going to do? Where were they going to go? Who were they going to tell? What was going to happen? What's going to happen? Soldiers!
Come on, man. Get out of here. Help. Hide me.
Hey, wait. What do you mean? Hey, wait a minute. What's your problem? What do you mean hide you? What are you talking about here?
You guys got to get down. Quick. It's coming. Here. It's alive. He's coming. He's coming for me, and he's coming for you. Quick, hide me.
What? Hey, man, you need to calm down, okay? You got some issues here. What do you mean? Who's coming? What's alive? What are you talking about?
I saw it right here, right there, in front of me.
You saw what? What did you see in front of you? What did you see?
Right there.
Right there? Right there? Wait, now calm down. Just calm down. Now, who are you talking about? Who's alive? What's alive? Hey, who are you anyway?
My name is Calicius Dominius. I'm a Roman soldier for His Majesty's Imperial Legion, Army of the 7th Division.
This guy says he's a Roman soldier. What? You're a Roman soldier? I mean, that's your shield? What kind of sword is that? You don't even have your helmet on. Oh, come on, you can't be a Roman soldier. How are you a Roman soldier?
I lost my stuff. I just picked this up to protect me.
You lost your stuff? And you lost your sword? How did you do that?
As soon as we saw it, we froze. We couldn't move.
You froze, you couldn't move.
And then, just like that, it was over. Then we all went and just ran, scattered as fast as we could. We left everything behind.
You left everything behind?
Yeah, everything, including our Game Boy, our cell phones, and worst of all, our iPods.
You left your Game Boy, your cell phone? Okay, all right. Okay. So tell me, what did you see?
The rocks moved. Lightning came out of the sky, and this beautiful angelic being was like white as snow. And then the stone just rolled away. Everything went from dark to light.
What are you talking about?
We were on patrol. We were sent to guard the tomb. You know, the tomb of Joseph Arimathea.
Joseph Arimathea, yeah, I know that tomb. That's the tomb where the Pharisees they showed favor to the ministry of Jesus, and they offered to use Joseph's tomb to put Jesus' body in after he was crucified. Yeah, I know about that tomb.
That's right. That's all where it happened.
Where? You were at the tomb? You saw the resurrection of Jesus Christ?
I don't know what I saw, but it was something I'll never forget. I've never witnessed anything like that before, but it was glorious. It was magnificent. It was like the sky opened up, and it was singing like a choir of angels.
Like a choir of angels? Oh, sort of like how I sing.
No, not even. When you sing, the hound dogs run for cover. But this singing, it was so peaceful, soothing. You didn't want it to ever end.
Well, did you tell anybody else about this event?
Yeah.
Or anybody else see this event?
Yeah, some women. They said they were followers of this Jesus guy. In fact, that angel talked to them. He blessed them. And he told them that all had been fulfilled. And that Jesus was not here, but that he was alive. And you will not see him, and that you will see him soon.
So how do you know that this dead man's alive?
I peeked inside the tomb after the stone rolled away. That tomb was empty. The burial garments were folded up like they had never been used.
Wow, that's interesting. So what are you going to do now?
I don't know. Go to the chief priest? Get with my commander? I don't know. I've been running around for a week. I just don't know what to do.
What do you think he ought to do? What?
Fight.
Fight? Who's he going to fight? He just saw an incredible event. What?
It was an angel.
It was an angel, yeah.
I don't know. Go tell the chief priest? Get with my commander? I don't know. But seeing something, I felt something. That man named Jesus touched us. He connected with us. A new life, a new hope, and a new birth.
You mean like you've been resurrected for Jesus Christ now? You yourself have?
Yeah, that's it. That's what he did. I must run. Go tell Governor Pilate and let the chief priest know. Tell my friends, tell my family, the whole world. Jesus is risen. Jesus is risen indeed.
Wow, that was awesome. What did you think of that? That Roman soldier saw the resurrection of Jesus. Wouldn't it be something to be a witness to the resurrection? Wow. Think about this guy. This guy wasn't looking for a miracle, was he? He had no interest in God, and he found that God was interested in him. You remember, one of the reasons that Jesus went to his disciples after he was resurrected was to reinforce to them in the sharing and the proclamation of this eternal love that's forever. I mean, think about that. That Roman soldier could have cared less about who this Jesus Christ fellow was. I mean, he probably didn't even like the whole Jewish race, and his daily job was to deal with all these insurrections and deal with all the problems and all the politics and all the religious issues. I mean, for him, this was just another thing he had to do. You know, another Jewish death, or another guard watch over the burial grounds, the guard. But wow, think about the events he saw. He had no expectation. He had no knowledge about this Jesus character. And yet, he was the one that saw the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Now, what is this Roman soldier going to do? He's going to have to go tell people, isn't he? Who's he going to? He's going to go tell? He might even tell you. What do you think? No? You bet. He's going to go tell Governor Pilate. He's going to go tell Ananias, the chief priest. And what's he going to say to him? I mean, are they going to believe it? Would you believe that story? Did you believe that story? Did you believe it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how's he going to tell the chief priest? Well, next week during Camp Sunday, we're going to learn a little bit more about what happens when that Roman soldier goes to try and tell Governor Pilate and the chief priest. And so remember, next week, you guys come and we're going to do fun about kid skits and songs and so forth. And then we're going to learn a Bible lesson to find out what that Roman soldier, who he talked to, and what they believed, if they even believed that Roman soldier. So let's don't forget about that. And don't forget there'll be hot dogs and chips afterwards. Let's pray. Lord, we just thank you for these junior kids. Thank you for your message and thank you for your resurrection. And we pray for the Roman soldiers that were there that day.